Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Frank James channel. You know, when I first bought this shirt and sweater, it was a little big on me. Now it's a little tight, so I think I need to reduce. Today I was out on a walk in the woods. I was going through the trails in this park near my house, and I went on this new trail, and it got to a point where I was like, I'm not sure where this is going, and I'm a little frightened. And I started to feel this fluttery feeling of panic in my chest. I think that is perhaps my all-time greatest fear, which I don't have to deal with very often, is that I'm gonna go out in the woods one day and get lost and die out there alone. There were times when I was a kid where I thought I was lost, and even when I was with adults and stuff, I thought they were lost, they didn't know where we were going, and I would I've never had a panic attack, but that's the closest I've come, are those times when I've been lost. I began to think about it though, and because we intuitive types like symbols and metaphors and we see them everywhere, I began to think, I wonder if this very literal fear of being lost is actually kind of a representative of a more figurative fear of being lost in my life. Sometimes I say that I'm lost in my life, but I'm really not lost right now. I know exactly where I am. I'm very comfortable. I just don't exactly know where to go, you know? I'm not lost. But my fear is going out into the unknown and perhaps getting to a place where I'm lost. And I realized that today, that that's a very real fear that I have. And it made me wonder if sometimes our physical, if our more literal physical fears are in a way the literal manifestations of more figurative fears, of more, is metaphysical the right word to use here? I realized that in many places in my life, I'm very risk averse. I don't want to go into uncharted territory. I don't want to risk going away from what I know. I don't want to go off the beaten path. And I'm getting to a place in my life where I'm realizing that I'm going to have to overcome this fear, or I'm going to be 10 years older and in the same exact place I am now. And if that happens, I'm going to be, one sad guy. I mean, I suppose with anything and with going out into the unknown in your life, it's one small step at a time. You don't just immediately go from the Shire to Mordor. There's a long journey to get there. But I guess that's my fear, is once you've gone down a new path long enough, you know that you can't go back anymore. It's the hero's journey. There's the point of no return. And that's something that I've been afraid of. And as I'm speaking, I'm realizing that this video is getting way more personal than I thought it was going to be. But, I haven't done a ton with my life, and I'm starting to get to that point where people look back and start to regret the things they didn't do. I know that I'm still a young man, but I feel like I'm very behind all my peers. Part of it is I'm a little lazy, but I'm not extremely lazy. I'm not smoking pot in my mom's basement unemployed, because my mom doesn't have a basement. At the same time, I'm not the hardest worker, but I'm really just afraid. I'm afraid of the unknown. Unfortunately, the only way to get over your fear is to just face it a little bit at a time. It's not even like doing some crazy adventure or something like, oh man, I'm afraid because I feel like I need to move to Hong Kong and totally change my life. No, it's just there are some relatively very small things that I've recognized in my life that need to change. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to do it. Stupidly small things. Like freaking exercising so I don't have to buy all new clothes and go to the fat store, So anyway, let me know in the comments if you have a literal fear that also has a figurative element to it. I wanted to try something new here at the end. Let's do some question and answer. Oh yeah. Actually, this is gonna be much harder to do with my glasses on, so. The DJ asks, what are your thoughts on ENFJs? I don't have any thoughts about them, although I think that one thing I have heard is that INFJs, when they're in their element, become indistinguishable from ENFJs. And you know who's an ENFJ, supposedly? Oprah. So basically, we all become Oprah when we're in our element, giving away SUVs left and right, making a global media empire. Joshua Lamb asks, do you keep this channel a secret in social situations? Yeah, no one in my real life has seen anything on this channel. You know, I'm just being very vulnerable here, and ironically, it's easier to be vulnerable with a bunch of strangers than it would be with people who know me. Cadaveria says, why does everyone want to be an INFJ now? LOL. Well, when you look for INFJ videos on YouTube, you'll probably find the INFJs congregating there. I'm sure that there's some mistyping going on, but what is it? What does it matter? Here's something. I have a lot of people asking me, what does INFJ stand for? And I've seen some, it's weird. I'm getting a lot of people who are finding my channel who don't seem to know anything about INFJ, but then they're like, oh my gosh, this resonates with me. So what's going on with YouTube with my videos showing up in suggested videos when the people aren't searching for anything related to Myers-Briggs? I'm confused. I'm confizzled. So anyway, thanks for the questions. If you have any more, you can ask me. I may not answer them though. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell and you'll be notified every time I post a video. And until next time, y'all stay cool.